AM and ops in. I think I'm lobby host, I'm hoping I am.
If I were you, I'd try to add everyone in the lobby, so for next time in case you did invite people.
Right, I'm just waiting on. The Twitch.
Got,
Hello, Brendan. Right, who are we waiting on? He's not picked.
got 15 in.
What, 16 now?
Oh god, Slick says he has to enable cross-platform through Xbox.
What?
No idea. Vince is on him 1 minute too.
Alright. It's time to go, really.
Yeah, it should be. The worst thing is, half of the people that are meant to be on aren't even... It says they're offline from me, so they're not even on F1 or anything right now.
They have 2 minutes and we're gonna go. Can I have a shout out? Why do you need a shout out, mate?
Who asked for a shout out?
Brendan.
I don't get the reason for that. I mean, we have Sav promo, so if people like the stuff you're posting on Sav promo, then I'm sure they'll subscribe.
Hello, Doug. Well. Right, let. Okay.
don't get why people change this before the race, because they've obviously practiced on F1 today, so I don't know why they haven't gone over it.
Minutes over time we're supposed to ready up, boys. I'm sorry for the wait. Some issues going on in the Discord. People can't join. It's just stupid issues. Who's in? Slicks is in. Okay, let's go.
We've got a fair enough amount of drivers, and if he somehow gets ready, Slicks is in. Okay, so if we still have like a couple more drivers, then they can join through quali. Hopefully, anyway.
You're more fraud that comes to Doug, don't make me do the comms, what's it called? The comms, what was that word? The comms, yeah, I'm waffling. I'm waffling already. Lovely.
I mean, that comes in use when there's nothing going on in the race.
Alright, Silverseer, good luck. Me and KFC are on comms today. So we shall ring you. Excellent. Comms, Crofty and Martin Brundle. Wannabe.
Let's hope we get this good racing.
Oh my god, it's wet. This is a wet qualifying, boys. This is going to be juicy.
It'll be interesting now.
Very interesting. Do these guys have the wet setups? Don't think they do.
I think the only race in Season 1 we had that was wet was Great Britain, the UK race in Silverstone. I don't really remember it being wet any other time.
Well, this just got a whole lot more interesting.
I was playing with Blizzard in the Mercedes yesterday for practicing, and he said the one thing he doesn't want it to do is rain, and it's just happened.
Well, the first wet session.
I mean, these drivers are now up for a big test today.
They are. Qualifying is a big part of the Oh, I'm waffling KFC already. I don't know what to say.
Oh, don't worry about it.
You don't win in qualifying.
You don't want to qualifying, but it helps towards your race. If you start at the back, you're more likely to get in incidents and trying to get past other drivers, so it's not where you want to be at the back, so pole is what everyone's aiming for. I don't think anyone's aiming for anything like less than 10th, so everyone's going to be pushing right at the top here. New game, some new drivers in the tier, so everyone's going to be pushing the limits to see where they can get.
So the first car out on track, leading the pack, is Uranic, the Williams driver. He shall be setting the stone for the first lap that everyone's chased down. We just get the telemetry ready. A lot of cars coming off the track. This is going to be a very...
I just wonder, it actually might dry up later because Flippin' Burst just got disqualified.
What's happened there?
It says blocking the pit lane.
This game actually hurts my head.
A bit stupid, but it looks like the rain's going away. The track doesn't look to be as wet, but if I was some of these drivers, I'd going in just to see, in case it does rain in the race, just to see how these tyres cope.
So the meme gamer coming to start his first lap of the qualifying then. Does have some traffic going into turn 1. Here we go then, takes the curb on the inside, slowing the car nicely. Down to turn 2. The cars are getting out of the way there. Down the long straight into turn 3. Very nicely there. Oh, we just go a bit wide. But he's kept it on the track. Going into turn 4. Very big amount of curb there. Down into the flat right-hander in the dry. It doesn't look flat in the wet. Coming to the sector 1 split. 31.3 for the Mim Gamer in the Williams. It's got more traffic here. It's going to get a nice toe down the back straight here. Is the car going to get out of the way? Doesn't
using
look
all
like
of his
it.
battery.
Doesn't look like that car ahead is on the gravel there. So get out of the way though. Might come into the last sector then. The last final turns to finish the lap off. Gets out of the way nicely there, that Red Bull. Oh, is that a validation? It's not. He's kept it valid somehow. That's a bit fraudulent there. Coming down into the last turn of the track then. And just the straight to the line. What is the time going to be for all the drivers to chase? It is a 1:28.7.
We have we have the benchmark now, but we don't know how good of a benchmark that is for the other drivers to beat. We've got Brandon in 10th so far, who hasn't had in a lap, but Canucks fan goes second there, plus 1.1 to the leader. Vince comes in 0.4. The next driver across the line is Brandon. What can he do? Up to second place. Pretty good time there in the second. Am's got a 5-place grid penalty there for
blistered. Invalidating his first run, but he's going again. He is going again. It's turn 1 then. Oh, he goes a bit wide there. Not really executing turn 2 exit.
So Tom is on the last corner.
Tom.
To set his lap. Into second place. Looks very competitive for the top 4 right now, but drivers will improve and improve again, I'm sure they will.
Paxton DJ to the line then. Where's he going to put the Aston Martin? Into P5. Healthy lap from the Aston Martin driver.
Everyone just wants to really just set a timing right now, just to at least get on the leaderboards, to have a delta, something to beat.
Go Marcovelli to the line then. What is this time going to be? On to provisional pole. Yeah, pole. English.
By over
please.
a second.
Very, very good lap.
Liam was also in the last sector, if you want to keep an eye out on his time.
He's 0.6 up into the sector 3. Can he improve on his time? Very nice throttle input there. Coming to the line then. Just got it straight to go. To the finishing line then. Liam is going to go P2. Very good lap there.
And that was his second run to the line, so there's definitely more time to find.
So 4 drivers yet to set times yet. With a flippant bear being disqualified from the session, that surely will be looked at by the stewards later on after the race.
Paxton going into the pit lane now, so the next driver across the line, I think. Not sure who's going to be next to cross the line.
I think it is Doug. Keeping the car very tidy on the apex there. Coming on to the penultimate turn. Oh,
he's just touched a bit of grass. I just saw he touched a bit of the grass on the outside, so that completely ruined the braking point for him.
Into P11, Doug goes. AM has backed out the lap, I'm pretty sure. Is he going to go again?
Blizzard Blizzard was ahead. I don't know if he got blocked or not, but Blizzard's about to set his lap time.
Very nice amount of curb there on the exit off the final corner. To the line then. Goes P11. So a lot of time to improve there from those drivers at the bottom. So the only driver yet to set a time is Slicks4, who is still in the pit lane.
Wasn't Slicks the one that got a 5-place grid penalty?
I don't know actually. Did he get a 5-place?
I think it might have been.
I don't see any, oh, yeah. So
right now Doug is 8 tenths up on his lap at Sector 2, so this looks to be a good lap so far. So he could challenge to get into the top 8.
Come on. Oh, Ryan's out. He's had a crash in Sector 1 there. Not good for the Mercedes crew. Just take a bit of a wide exit there.
I think he might have lost the car on the exit of turn 4.
Down to the line, he does go P8. Very nice lap time. I think he does have a lot of time in that lap though to improve. To get another set of intermediates. It does look like he's out of fuel. He is out of fuel, so he will be going back to the pits.
So is the next one to cross the finish line. Is he going to improve his lap time? He's going to hope so. We all hope so. He goes to 3rd place. Very close to Bronnier Wheel, but DeMarco still stays strong at the top of the timing sheets.
1,000th between 2nd and 3rd. This could be a very heated qualifying between those two. We shall see. The meme gamer coming down to the final corner then. I think he is starting a lap. Same with Vince and corner. Down the straight into the 3rd. Very nice car. Oh, he misses the apex there. Turn 3, turn 4. He doesn't take any curb there. Gets a nice exit though. Doesn't have any traffic ahead of him, so he should be fine for the lap. He's 4 tenths up on his time coming into sector 2. So this could be a very good lap for the Alpine driver.
If this is the driver that I want to take pole, it's probably Vince, because he's my old teammate last season in Silver Tier. Both got some good points in the end to try put our cars more than 7th in the Constructors, which we did do, so Vince definitely helped there. He's going to be trying to go at least top 5. I think he's going to aim high.
Yellow flags. Is he going to get caught up with traffic here? Does look like
Hopefully
there's a car
not.
ahead. It does look a little bit soggy, yes, Aaron, it does. Right. To the line then, Vince. What is his lap time going to be?
P6. Turns 3 and 13. 3 and 13. The turns at this track seem... We see the drivers going deep at those turns, so maybe all these drivers need to be very careful when they're braking.
They do indeed, yes. Right, so Slick still hasn't set a time. And we are
wonder if
getting
he will
towards
go
the end of the qualifying. Only 7 minutes to go. We will have a time to set a lap, but...
Also, Canucks fan looked like he was going to improve there, but he hit the wall on the last corner on the exit of turn 14. So that lost him half a second, I'm pretty sure it would be.
Doesn't look like there's any damage on the front wing there, though. Oh, we just hit the wall again.
Got a purple sector 2 there, but just lost it on the exit of the fast left or right of turns 9 and 10 there. So would have been challenging DeMarco, so there's pace in there for
Definitely is. KFC. There definitely is. So there's only 2 cars in the pit at the moment. It's out on track, trying to chase that pole position. so there is a car coming to the line now, and that is Blistered. I think he's just starting his lap. There is another car behind. I think that is AM as well.
Just to let you know, Tom has a purple sector 1 right now.
Tom's two tenths up on his time going into the sector 3 split. KFC, would you like to take me through this lap?
So sector 3 here, when you just need to watch the curbs on the sharp right and the left. You don't want to take barely any curb, especially on the left, but he has took more curbs, so that might lose him half a tenth, maybe a tenth. But it's hard to judge in the wet conditions here whenever it's raining and it's damp like this. In some corners you can go deep. Braking points are really hard to judge even if you get the grass. So last corner you need the best actually you can get. And foot flat to the ground to try. Oh, he's got P1 there, Tom, with P1. Didn't expect that lap.
0.2 of a second. That really mixes stuff up, KFC. That really does. But Machiavelli is starting his lap now. What can he produce in the Red Bull car?
Also, Am is improving as well at 0.4, so he could challenge for second place maybe. But he's low on battery right now.
Though. He's going to get a nice toe all day, yeah. He's going to the pit.
He's going to box. He probably thinks he can find more time, so he's just going on new tyres because we're getting near the ending stage of qualifying. Just Blistered going up to P8 there, but he's still 1.6 off Tom's lap time.
Oh, the Machiavelli has gone purple through sector 1 then. What can he do to snatch the pole position back? He's going to get a nice toe down the back straight here, but can he hook up? Oh, he's gone purple in sector 2. He is 0.3 up. This is mind-blowing from the Red Bull. He's getting a lovely toe down this straight here. Coming down into the final corners. He's going to get blocked here. Can he? Who is that? He needs to move out the way.
Try to find who that is. It's Opus got there.
He is blocking the lap, which is not allowed, and he's ruined it. He's ruined it. Right, so that is a quali ban probably coming in for Opscut.
I don't think the Machiavelli will improve. Yeah, he's lost a good near second there.
He's got to recharge that battery now though and go on another one. He's got enough time. He's definitely got
the pace. Blistered actually is improving by half a second again though. So these second runs are proving to be very effective here if you want to gain pace, just so the tyres can get into the right temperature zone. So Blister goes into 4th place, so that's a very decent lap set by him.
So we have Liam and Vince both going on to their hot laps now. Their third. Can they snatch the pole position away from Tom? Tom looks to have a healthy gap between him and the cars around him.
The Machiavelli's still improving.
He is. He's got no battery though. Can he snatch it still? This will be a very, very good lap if he can.
I think this is his only chance to really set a better lap time because he's bound to be low on fuel now after being blocked.
He's going to lose so much time on the main straight though. That is the issue here because he has no battery. Very healthy through the penultimate corner then. Can he take the pole away from Tom? Just a straight line now. To the line then, to Machiavelli. And he does! He does! What a lap! What a lap! From the Red Bull.
Tom was leading DeMarcavelli by 0.166 and DeMarcavelli has snatched pole by 0.166, so strange coincidence that is, but Liam is improving as well. He's on the last sector right now.
Very nice rotation through there from Liam. We also have Vince coming to the line first, so we'll go on board with Vince. Coming around the final corner then, is he going to touch that curb there? He does, ever so slightly. But to the line then, the Alpine driver, P3, what a lap.
Very strong lap for him. Liam did go very wide at turn 13, so that seems to be catching people off, even if you touch the grass or just outbrake yourself if you're too confident. It doesn't look like there's any rain on track, so I think if you're going to improve, it's going to be now. Doug L is up 4 tenths, but he has messed up the
car park there, bloody hell.
And a load of traffic there, so Doug L had to take a wider line to the left. And quick on the throttle again.
Very low on fuel.
But yeah, he tries to need to do anything to maybe improve. Again, wide there.
Oh, and he goes into the pits. Well, Doug's qualifying is over. A healthy P7 if the cars don't improve from behind. But the meme gamer 6 tenths up through the first sector. This could be a mighty lap.
Also, Brandon's improving. Brandon is improving by 2 tenths, and so is Liam by 2 tenths. So there are drivers out there that are going quicker. So Tom's qualifying session is over. He's finished in P2 for now.
So Brendan then, to the line KFC. Is he going to take the pole? He had a bit of a snap there out of the final corner exit. But to the line then, is he going to take pole? He's not, but he's going to get P7. Very good, very good. Mean game of 4 tenths up, coming to the final corner.
Brandon is probably the lap time he needs to beat.
P10. AM maybe? Oh, invalidated time. So that is qualifying over. The Red Bull is on pole by a tenth of a second, or just over a tenth of a second. But we've got Tom on the front row. Very, very good from Tom. And Borneo sharing the second row. That is very, very tasty indeed.
The only real person left is Am, who was improving, I think, by 6 tenths, but he's invalidated at the lap time. And that's qualifying over.
That is qualifying over. Very heated qualifying in the wet conditions at Australia. And that is qualifying finished.
So P1 DeMarcavelli, P2 Tom, P3 Vince, 4th place is Bronny Wheel, 5th Listard, 6th Am, 7th is Brendan, 8th is Doug L, finishing in 9th at qualifying is Liam, 10th place the Meme Gamer, there's definitely more pace for him to improve on, 11th is Paction DJ, 12th Canucks Fan, 13th MJ Ryan, 14th Upuscut, 15th Diaz Freak, 16th Slicks, 17th Flippin' Burr. And Slicks with the 5 place grid penalty, and Am has a 5 place grid penalty as well there.
Oh dear, so he's going to be demoted to P11 there. Who's commentating? It is Jamie X6 and KFC Wi-Fi Daryl. We see in chat there, DeMarcavelli saying, let's go. Very good lap from yourself there, DeMarcavelli.
DeMarcavelli is
dry. It's dry KFC.
These drivers are probably so relieved right now that it's dry and they can really test their pace now, because I'm pretty sure all of these drivers have been practicing the dry. I haven't practiced wet at Australia barely at all. It's mostly been dry practice, so I think now we'll really see where the drivers are in terms of pace and position, where they can finish. But also, F122 was usually just a one-stop mediums to hards, hards or mediums, but with this new game, undercuts can gain you loads of time and so can overcuts, so it really depends on strategy and the situation you're in.
It does indeed, KFC. This is going to be a very spicy race for the silver tier drivers. Who is going to come out on top, KFC? What are the predictions for today's race?
I mean, I've raced in silver tier last season. I came 3rd in it. DeMarcavelli's really strong on his day as well. Tom's right up there. He was more consistent than Dawood at the end of the last season there, so he's definitely going to challenge. I think Vince has a bit of pace left in him as well. Bronny Wheel has a chance as well. So it's really an equal playing field right now. So the formation lap is starting.
So we have
So
no
that's-
hard tyre runners, KFC.
So all mediums and softs.
Got a very split grid here. Soft tyres are better in the first couple of laps, but they will die. Tom says his controller is broken.
That's not good.
At all.
Hopefully something we'll be able to get it fixed. I hope it's just a minor problem.
Yeah. Hope it's nothing too... I'm stuck in the menu.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, maybe because he's took control, so maybe I don't know. Because if he leaves, he might not be able to join before the race start. And what if he doesn't take control?
Well, he's not going to be able to take control for the race start, which is very unfortunate.
Yeah. So
Very good.
is he still in? Is he like just pressing the options menu, but the AI is driving the car? Or is he completely out?
I think your game's frozen. That's maybe the issue.
That actually happened to me before the lobby was being set up. My game just froze.
If you can restart your game and join back, Tom, you should be...
I'll
okay.
resend an invite.
Unless it's a controller issue.
That is causing this.
Yeah. Clearly, it's got a massive gap to P2 here. You can see the car drive. So you're still... Tom's just left the session, okay.
Yeah, I've sent him an invite, so hopefully he can join back.
Hopefully it won't disqualify Tom. That is really...
Unfortunate.
Unfortunate, yes.
So it's a bit risky taking the softs. It might pay off if there's an early safety car, but if there's a late safety car and everyone's on the softs, then you really are a sitting duck at the end.
Yeah. So the last driver to line up on the grid is Slick, so he isn't... He's took the...
Oh, flipping Burr, I think, might have been our first disqualification if he's allowed to continue the race.
What the hell just happened? Right then, so it's
no
right side
idea.
and away we go. Turn one then. We've got Vince. Oh, who's gone off the road there?
That's the Marcavelli. Was that something got to do with the starting sequence? Because I don't know what's
Mark
happened
just
there.
been disqualified. Right, so what's happened there then? I think
There's
we
some
didn't do
action
a
at the
restart.
front, maybe because Brownie and Blister are going wheel to wheel again through there as well. I don't know, we'll have to see.
Map is glitched. That's the issue, I'm pretty sure.
I think that is the main issue right now.
Need a new
If Tom
invite.
joins, if Tom could join back right now, he'd be in the lead.
Well, I've just sent you an invite, Tom. It's P2 right now. Very laggy this session. Bronyville on his rear, coming down into the turn number. I don't know what the turn is, but he's took the position. Blistered also looking down the inside. Contact made, but they've kept it all clean.
Oh, there's a massive battle going on there between Liam and Doug L.
Doug.
And Brandon also going. Oh, and that's a virtual safety car. I think it's because of the contact between and Doug L. I'm pretty sure.
Is Tom back in the session or?
I think he's still ghosted. He's joined, but I think he needs to take control of his car.
Right. So Tom, if you're in chat and you don't know how to do that, just oh, he's already took control. Lovely. Good stuff. Good stuff. Oh no, he hasn't. Oh, has he? I think he has.
Yeah, he has now. Yeah.
Lovely.
So Slicks is in the pit lane repairing damage as well as Buscott. So
I got 0.0 at the start and it disqualified me.
who said that?
Marcarelli.
I think it's because 0.1 is what like you have to probably get, and if it's 0.0, I think maybe that the game just thinks it's a bad parking spot and disqualifies you, because I'm pretty sure Flippin' Burr got red on the parking thing and he got disqualified. But I think it might be if you get 0.0 at the start, then it probably automatically just disqualifies you. But Slicks has got a 5-second time penalty and a 3-second time penalty, so that's 8 seconds now.
Oh dear. He's got 14-second time penalty. What's happened there?
14.
2 laps in. He's got no wing either. And Opscut just got a drive-through. Speeding.
I think if safety cars are this, I don't know, they just come out as much as this, then it might need reduced, because there's been loads of time penalties and drive-throughs that have just happened there now, and the race has completely flipped onto another side. So Marcavelli's got disqualified, Flippin' Burr's got disqualified, so...
So Blistered is now into the pit lane. He's hitting onto the soft compound tyre and the safety car. And he's got a wing damage, that is exactly why he's pit. And he's got a new front wing. But he's now in P11. So Bonuel in the lead then. I'm not sure how Tom's dropped to P3, but he has in fact dropped to P3, I'm not sure. Another 5-second penalty, and Slicks has retired from the session, so that was 19 seconds in under 3 laps. Not sure what happened there.
That's not a good way to start the first race of Season 2, getting 19 seconds of penalties in lap 3 and retiring.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's happened there really. Every time someone leaves the session, the game lags, which is quite a big issue if people keep leaving the session. So we have 3 drivers out in 3 laps, 2 for disqualification, and then Slicks retiring in the pits. But Borneo will win the lead then. The safety car is not going to go in this lap, because there's
I think the safety car has to do a minimum of 2 laps to actually go in. This is the thing I don't like about early safety cars, because everyone's already bunched up, and if a safety car comes out, then people have to brake to go into their delta. And then wing damage and time penalties if people get past and they don't know if they're ahead or not. And then the race flow is just kind of ruined completely because of the safety car. Everyone's tyres are cold at the start, and then people maybe outbrake themselves and then contacts made and stuff, so safety cars aren't really the best thing to happen at the start of the race.
So the safety car is going another lap. But Mechanics fans should catch up to the safety car before it goes in this lap. I'm pretty sure it will go in this lap. There is 2 more people in the pit stop, and that is Days Frank and Opskirt. Unsafe release there really from Days Frank.
So Opposcut can serve his drive through because of the safety car, and if it's more than 3 laps then he'll get disqualified, so that's a tough one, because if he gets disqualified it's obviously because he hasn't served it, but the game probably won't allow him because of the safety car.
So Opska is using ERS under safety car conditions, which is a bit questionable. I'm not sure why he's using ERS.
Yeah.
But
that's one of the first things people would probably think to do, just save up ERS for the restart and warm the tyres.
So all drivers have now caught up to the safety car, which means the safety car will in fact go in this lap, with Warner leading the pace from the restart.
So we are both Australia winners. We were in the same lobby but different tiers at the time, so what do you think is key to winning the race, if you can remember from F1 2022?
I think they first of all, you've got to stay out of trouble. That's the main objective, I'd say. Keep your wing on and just, focus on not getting the wing damage.
It's a very bumpy track too, so very bumpy and technical at some corners. It's really how much you're willing to risk.
Yeah.
But we're on to the restart.
Safety car's going very slowly into the pit lane here, so he is going to have to leave the restart a bit later than he would like to, I'd assume. But he is going now on the exit. Vince
has got a good run right now, but I don't think it might be enough.
It won't be enough to make a move into turn 1, but turn 3 could be a possibility for the Alpine driver on the rear end here. Oh, Borneo, he looks to be struggling through turn 2 exit. Blistered with a 3-second penalty. Is he going to make a dive here in turn 3? We backed out last second. Borneo's looking a bit squirrely on the exit there with the traction. Going to go into the sector 1 split. Tom is all over Vince. This could be very spicy indeed.
Tom's looking to power his way back up to P1, but Vince is looking to try and make a move on Grenier Wheel. Also just keep an eye there as well, because Liam's beside Am and Blister's getting past Doug L. And it's going to be very close into turn 3, but I think the only real move that's going to be made is Am on Liam.
Oh, Borneo Wills into the gravel. He's going to lose a lot of positions there. Can Liam make the move as well? He can. He's made the move.
So Grenier Wheel just getting picked up there. And then Brendan, the meme gamer, going wheel to wheel again, so Silver here getting racy already. Grenier Wheel's going to make the move.
Corner. Oh, a bit of contact there. Coming out of the final corner exit. Can he make the move? Liam's already very low on ERS. It's only been one lap of racing so far. He needs to be careful on that button, because that will definitely decide overtakes. When you're looking on the outside, turn 3. Brakes a lot later there. He makes the move. And he sticks. Oh, massive snap there. We're back up to the front then. Vince is now 8/10 clear. Oh, Paxton safety car. Another one. So that is... I think he just lost traction out of turn 3 there, KFC.
I think so, maybe. The meme gamer made a massive move on Brendan, but he's had to give a... Meme gamer's lagging a lot there. He's in 9th, and he's just slowing down completely. So I don't know what's happened, but the meme gamer did make a massive move in turn 3 on Brendan, and he managed to pull it off, but again, just losing the rear on the exit. So these silver tier drivers are getting their elbows out straight away, just to show them that they're not here to just drive around and get overtaken. So they're looking to really show them that they're all here to challenge for that win. They're all here to challenge for positions on track. It's a long race though, so it's all about strategy. If someone is quicker, then you know it might be helpful to just back off and settle into a Tier-S train, maybe.
So the first driver into the pits is Brendan, followed by Blistered again. So that is already 2 stops for Blistered, and everyone else seems to be staying out, other than them 2 drivers. Brendan hitting the soft compound. No, that's Blistered.
I don't think that's the right choice, to be honest, because he's already been on the softs already and he's last. So if I was him, I'd play the long game, maybe go hard and then go into the softs at the end to try gain more time on the tracks. Got more rubber and more grip on it.
Yeah, and Brendan also picking the hards, as you said, with the... Oh, I don't will to whip. Oh, Blistered's just... Okay.
I wonder what's going on.
He looks to be trying to overtake Brendan under safety car conditions, which is not allowed, of course.
Does he realise it's a safety car?
I'm not sure.
It just looked very strange there. It's almost like they were like proper racing wheel to wheel there, just trying to overtake each other.
Yeah, very questionable there. Everyone's under safety car conditions right now, behind the safety car. But it will go another lap because of the minimum of 2 laps under safety car, unless it's going in now, which I don't think it is.
I think it would have said by now that it would be going in, because it's a bit late for the drivers to know.
Would be.
Am's had a dream start, going up 8 positions, so he's in with a shot of a win right now. At least a podium if he keeps in his position.
Who's spun?
I'm pretty sure I saw the meme gamer. He had a bit of a moment and then slowed down, so he got overtaken by some drivers. But I don't know who spun.
Thomas in T2 now. There was a driver ahead. unless that was Braun Will, who did go into the gravel traps, into the left-right in Sector 3. But there is still...
Bronnier Will did.
The top 7 runners yet to pit on those medium tyres. They will be getting a bit wary now.
Again, this might work out well. These early safety cars for the people on the hard tyres, so they can kind of maybe try conserve them a wee bit more so they can run them on longer. MJ Ryan's in a good position right now, because if these tyres aren't really losing much percentage, then he can maybe run them on to like early lap 20s and go on the softs to try get fastest lap and more positions, which is what these drivers really do want. It's like, if you can get an extra position, then that's an extra couple of points or a point, so that's what all of these drivers want. They're hungry for points at the start of the season, because they know, looking back, they could have said that could have been the race where I could have got 3rd, 2nd, 5th, 6th. So every race counts in the situation. Especially with DeMarco out of the session.
Does indeed. I'm not sure what happened there. The Mean Gamer has spun round, I'm pretty sure, from P7. He's now last. Safety car is in this lap. He will catch up to the back of the pack just before the safety car, of course, goes to the pit lane. So Brendan's got a 5-second penalty for contact with Blistered, I'm pretty sure. There. So when do you think Vince will go, KFC?
I mean, it really depends on the situation, if he wants to get these drivers really bunched up, but I think it looks like he's going to go now. He's kind of took the momentum of Tom and he's used it against him. So good restart
like
there.
A good restart. It's 3 wide into turn 1 here. Oh, Liam does back out. So,
but Doug has got a good run on Liam. I think that's Opus got. He wasn't able to serve the drive-through because of the other safety car that happened.
So, the gap to the interval to the 2 leaders then is 5/10. Tom is slowly closing. The guys have used a bit of the button already, maybe to try and make a gap. Both drivers are using the button.
MJ Ryan's got a load of battery and he's going to look to go past Dovell. These two have won wheel to wheel before and have lost in game positions battling with each other, so not a familiar sight to see those two battling.
The gap's still 5/10 with AM just closing behind. These 3 drivers are fighting for the win here. The pit stops will play a part in this. Undercuts, overcuts, anything. But there is a lag back for Tom there, and this puts him under pressure. Going to turn 1 then. Will AM make a dive? He's going to build the wheel. He's pushed him a bit. Ooh, bit of contact there. But it is hard racing. And now Borneo is in the fight. 1.8 seconds the gap to P1 now, with those squabbles between the 3 drivers behind. Ryan's making his move up to P5, overtaking Liam there. But he does have a penalty.
Yeah, that's the big thing, that these drivers can get penalties that can ruin your race. If you don't have penalties, you can go up loads of places at the end of the race. Bronnier, you just got a penalty there, and has got the pass on Tom. But I don't think this battle's far from over. There's still plenty of action we're going to see this race. Brandon and Canucks fan were going wheel to wheel there, but Brandon manages to stay ahead.
So AM is going to try close the gap to get into DRS detection now. 10 laps in, and we have lost 5 drivers.
And this is where it's played in brilliantly into Vince's hand, because he's got the 3 drivers out of DRS, but Tom goes past with the DRS and battery. Just shows how powerful it really is.
Oh, AM going wide out of turn 2 again.
And Bronny Wheel again trying to capitalise on it, gonna try to take the outside line,
Oh,
but
Ryan's gone down the inside of Brawnyville there. There was contact made, but he did pull out last second. That's very, very close racing there.
these drivers just need to be a bit extra careful on the first race because still another 18 laps left. Still a lot can happen.
So 2.6 seconds the gap now. DRS is activated. AM goes straight past. That DRS is dangerous. Dangerous Dave. That's what it is. You can hear this, Dave. You are dangerous, and so is the DRS. So, Bronwell goes past Thomas well. The DRS is not helping at all.
Just having to go over to the curb there and that lost him time. Bronny Wheel back into the podium places.
So now it is 1.2 seconds to AM. AM is pulling away. Oh, a bit of a snap there. That was a very, very dangerous snap he had there. Could have caused to be in the wall. But Blister goes for a faster slap here.
Just shows the softs are the tyre to be on if you need to gain that time back. And Blistered near the DRS zone, so that's probably what he's aiming for right now, but I wonder how long those tyres, how much life they have left.
So Bonneville's still sitting on 60% battery, which is healthy for the fighting. But Ryan's all over Tom. Tom must be struggling on those medium tyres. They are 12 laps old, but going wheel to wheel now. Ryan makes a pass on the hard tyres. The hard tyres look very strong now. He's going to make a double move here. He's not. He pulls out. But he's going to get another DRS protection here. Ryan making
But Tom has the run though, so that might not have played into MJ Ryan's hands though. He tried to go for a dummy, but it hasn't worked out because now Tom trying to go up the inside, but MJ Ryan with a switchback. He effectively has the inside line, so it's Ryan's corner, but a bit wide there, but Tom has the inside line, but MJ Ryan's trying to go around the outside, but he's got the inside line again. Tom manages to hold his line around the outside and gets past Ryan.
But now it brings Blister into it.
Yeah, Blister's back in the fight now. I wonder if he shouldn't go for a move there, trying to do the dummy, which Ryan did, but now Liam's got back into it, so the same mistake.
So now, KFC, it is pit stop time. We are around the laps of pit stops. A lot of undercuts and overcuts will happen as it is very powerful on this game. It's still a fight for the only podium position here. No, people. 5 drivers involved, all in DRS. Just because glide there again. Another penalty maybe. Did he get DRS here? He does. He's lucky to get DRS there. So Ryan makes another move on Tom down the straight. But Tom's going to get the DRS on the other straight here.
The hards are in the perfect window right now.
They are indeed. So, I just seen on Ryan's throttle input there, it's not going full throttle. Is this throttle broken there? Doesn't look full to me.
That actually happened to me in season 1. My controller was very old and the R2 button wouldn't go down fully, so I was losing like a tenth on the straight every time, but I got a new one. So maybe that's the problem with Ryan, and he doesn't seem to be losing a lot of time with it, but he will definitely lose some in long-term time.
3 medium runners into the pit. All going on hards? No, Blistered on the mediums, okay. He's going to go with the soft medium strategy. He's going to be quicker than everyone else on the start, but it might affect him later on in the race. He's going to get DRS here though.
Even last season, Blister tried to do those unique strategies to try and get past his rivals, and sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't, but it's better to test it early on in the start of the season. But this is going to be interesting here. Ryan, Liam and Brendan all battling for the position.
I think Ryan's throttle is broken. Dave says in the
looks to
trap
be.
there. He's losing a lot of time to the drivers ahead, which is very bad for his racer. He is a driver from Mercedes, so I will be supporting him because he is obviously on my team. I'm a Mercedes driver. Okay, so you're a McLaren driver. Ferrari driver, sorry.
Ferrari driver, yeah. Kind of switched about because I was not sure of my pace whatsoever at the start because I was late to get the game, so I was just really unsure of where I was.
Ooh.
So Brandon and Liam, mean gamer with a pit lane penalty there for speeding. And now Brendan has DRS, but Liam doesn't, but he's trying to use that slipstream and a bit of battery. Not close enough to make a move. Tom and the mean gamer just leaving the pit lane right now.
So his pro looks to be broken there, which is very, very painful for the racer Ryan. He has having a superb race so far. Unfortunately, it looks like his brake, his throttle and his pedals are broken.
And it's going to be such a hassle on the long straight because you'd near lose 3-4 tenths maybe. That's how long the straight is, so it's not really helping Ryan.
So Vince has got a very, very nice gap there. 4.3 seconds, and the people behind him have got penalties. Is Vince going to pop into the pits here? He is. So lap 15 now. He's going very slow into the pits, so he's going to lose a lot of time here.
I'm pretty sure Tom has pit and he's on a personal best time right now, so...
Getting stuck behind Canucks fan though. He does make a move though. Oh, bit of grass there. Even the inside line. There's some space for Canucks fan, but is there going to be an undercut here? Where's Vince coming out? Where's Tom? Oh, it's going to be close. It's going to be very close. He's going to make the move. He's made the move stick. Tom is now in the lead, the provisional leader of the race. If he can make the move.
Massive lap put in there by Doug L, by the way.
Did he go fastest or I didn't
Yeah, he set the fastest lap.
On those hard tyres as well. So Tom is the provisional race leader, but he is going to struggle to keep Vince behind him on this DRS straight because he has got 70% battery to deploy all down this straight. He's going to make the move already. Without DRS, he's made it stick already. Oh, a little bit of contact there. But Vince has now got a 3/10 gap. Can Tom do anything into the DRS zone?
Brendan also made a move on Liam there around turns 9 and 10, so well executed move there, so he might be able to pit ahead and hopefully that might work.
So Ryan's throttle is still not full. So 5 drivers yet to pit yet, and Vince is just about to pretty much lap the car ahead, or not lap, but it's a pit stop ahead of the car in front, Dave's Frank, because he hasn't pitted yet.
Is Ryan on controller by any chance?
Who, Brendan?
Ryan.
No, he's on wheel.
Okay, so it might be because of the pedals, maybe they're not in the right position that he's used to, or unless they might be broken.
So Vince is 13 seconds behind the current leader. He is going to have a massive gap for when these guys pit, because he is on the soft compound tyre for 12 laps now left of the race.
And also Vince has no time penalties and the drivers ahead do. Liam's went a bit wide there and Ryan gets ahead.
Is Ryan going to go to the end of the race on these tyres? Because he has made a pit stop already on lap 2.
I mean, he might, because if there's a yellow flag in sector 3, that might have been, I think that was Liam on the grass. The thing with Ryan though, if he makes a pit stop, he might lose more time to the drivers behind because of the throttle issue, so, but he's going to pit now. So Ryan, wait, no, not Ryan, sorry, that's Liam in the pit lane.
So Vince goes fastest lap then. He is flying out there. No penalty yet as well. He's even P3 9 seconds behind the current lead up Brendan. He has pit, so he will probably not pit again. He goes to the end, and Ryan, I'm not sure he goes to the end. He's on 16 lap old hards. But Vince is flying out. But Tom is sticking with him on those hard compound tyre, so he will get DRS down this straight here.
The problem is at the end, Vince's tyres are going to be 13 laps old by the end of the race. So
if he doesn't pick up a penalty, he could be in contention for the win here.
If he had a spare set of mediums, I think that might have been the better choice, because he just needs to kind of just close the gap. He doesn't need to get past completely. He just needs to stay within that 3-second time.
The line's not even going full throttle. It's very.
Oh, has had a moment.
Safety
He's had
car.
an actual crush there.
And Ryan is into the pits. And Brendan's going to get stuck behind the safety car as well. Right, KSL,
I don't think Vince...
in 2 minutes. Okay.
Yeah, okay. But Ryan's got a penalty in the pit lane, and he might be able to serve it though. But Vince, I don't think he needs to pit, because if he conserves these tyres, he might be able to go to the end of the race. So he might take track position over pitting. I don't think Brandon was able to pit, because where the safety car came out, he was already past the finish line, I'm pretty sure, maybe. Unless he's trying to... I don't think he'd be trying to take his tyres to the end, unless he has no spare set of softs left. The safety car is bringing the drivers closer together, and Doug and Daze and Vince will all benefit from this, including who's got no penalty, but he did have a crash on, in case you're looking to know, in case that wasn't caught on stream, that was at the fast sweeping left of turn 9 and into turn 10. He just had a moment on the exit, and again having a moment. He's got a 5-second time penalty for crossing the white line and pit exit, so he's just losing the car. So these drivers on the track right now is Brandon first, Vince second, Tom third, Bronnier wheel fourth, Brian fifth, Doug L sixth, Daze seventh, Liam eighth, 9th of the main gamer, 10th Blister, 11th Canucks fan, and 12th Am. But this could completely change by the time they cross the finish line, because these penalties will be added at the end. So we just need to keep an eye on the time to the leader to try and get an estimate of where we think these drivers will be at the end. MJ Rand will probably lose a lot of places at the end. He's got an second time penalty. He's going to have to try to gain it with probably 9 laps left, because the safety car is staying for another lap. Closing stages of the race now. These drivers are dying to get on with the race, especially this with penalties. In the pit lane again. He's going on to the... is that the hard tyre? I'm pretty sure that could have been the hard tyre. So was on the softs right now. So has pitted, and he served a 5-second time penalty. So that's a bit of weight lifted off his shoulders for now. We're just waiting on him to catch up. If he catches up, surely the safety car is in this lap. So we're about hopefully to get underway, get back and see some of this racing. So Brandon has a lot of time to find, but he's on the hard tyres. Vince chasing him on fresh, new, soft tyres that are only 4 laps old, I'm pretty sure. And then Tom and Bronny a while behind, looking to get a move on with this race. They've got 3 seconds, so if they can keep within 2 seconds of Brendan, the Meme Gamer's got a 5-second time penalty for collision with Liam. And I think the safety car will go another lap, it will do. I have a feeling Doug might do well. Diaz also on the soft tyres with no time penalties. If you just keep it clean, I'm pretty sure that's all these drivers need to do for gold tier and platinum tier. If they keep the penalties out of their names, then go up 2, 3, 4 positions.
And I am back. Hello.
So welcome back. So right now it's Brendan leading, then Vince, then Tom, then Bronny Whelan, and MJ Ryan in the top 5. So safety cars should be in this lap.
Can we see the pens? Yes, we can. They are the pens that we have got for the final, I'd say final safety car, but we don't know, because there is 8 laps of racing left to go, or 7 laps after this lap. But Ryan on an 8-second time penalty, he got a 5-second penalty under safety car maybe?
Who is this?
Ryan.
Oh, Ryan got a penalty for spinning in the pit lane as soon as he was about to go in, so it's really unlucky.
Oh dear. I've got my money on Vince. 5 lap old soft tyres for a 7 lap shootout. Is he going to be the first Season 2 Silver Tier race winner at Australia Albert Park? Well, we shall see in the next 7 laps then.
Any one of these drivers could write their name in the history books for the first ever Season 2 Silver Tier winner. Right now, Vince is probably the favourite on those soft tyres. He's probably tried his best to keep the tyre life within these tyres and hopefully warm them up before the safety car goes in. So all eyes will be on Vince. And Diaz on the soft tyres as well, but he's got Doug ahead of him. Doug's probably going to look to keep track position because most drivers have time penalties. So here we go. Brandon leaving it late. There's a damage wing flying across the track. This has got a 5-second time penalty for a collision there. That's what happens when you leave it late. This stuff happens.
So Blister's got no wing. He's just retired.
Blister has retired. Track. Tom and Bronny will go wheel to wheel. Tom's going to take the outside line and Brandon goes deep. Vince is going to take the outside line and he's going to have the move done before the corner. So Vince is in the lead now. This is his time to push ahead.
Get out of that DRS detection range of 1 second. He has got fastest lap as well, Vince. So this could be
looking for maximum points.
Maximum points indeed. We have one Mercedes driver in P4. The other one DNFing on track for an unknown reason, I'm not sure. But Ryan's throttle is still on our side, looks to be broken, but I'm not sure.
Brunner has one down the outside and that's a bit of contact made there.
Ryan into the podium positions then. Can he keep the podium? We shall see. Let's just see the penalties yet again. So he needs to now really gain 8 seconds on Bayes Frank because Tom's on 6 seconds as well. He needs someone making a move on Brendan. Where is he? He is, but Brendan does go off track there. Oh, and pushes Bayes Frank onto the grass. Into turn 3 then. Is he going to make a dive? He backs out there. A lot of racing. Oh, contact. Liam's spun round.
And the main gamer went wide there to try avoid maybe, unless there was contact, unless it was just a spin, but the main gamer did go wide. Maybe to try avoid contact on his car.
So that is possibly the end of Liam's race today. He could finish in the point. He is finishing in the point still. P10 is a solid result, but he probably would have expected a bit more from that to be taken out. Well, not taken out. We haven't got any info on what's happened. That will be sent to the stewards, I assume. But Vince still leading, man. 8 tenths to gap to the driver behind on the hard tyres. He's not really pulling away.
Brandon has lost the position to Diaz Frank there. So, right now Diaz he's 5th place, but right now, according to penalties, he's going to finish on the podium. Vince sitting in the fastest lap. He's really looking to break out of that DRS zone. But Bronner Wheel is pushing. Am's got the fastest lap now.
But Am's going to make a move on the Mim gamer into turn 2 then. Oh! He's out.
Oh, and that's a big crash. That's Am who's out of the race.
And that's a safety car.
I just saw a glimpse of that. This is going to help Vince and Diaz Frank and Doug L. They could probably be 1st, 2nd and 3rd by the end if this safety car takes so long to go back into the pit lane.
So I've just said there that Liam's race could be over, but he is now right back in the action then on the soft tyres. This could be a dramatic ending to the Silver Tier race. We don't know who's going to win. We don't know who's going to be on the top step of the podium. We don't know who's going to be on the podium. Anything can happen.
I wonder if anyone with time penalties would pit maybe to try go on the softs and maybe gain a few positions if they can, or maybe get fastest lap point. Again, this is where strategy plays in and time penalty plays in. So Vince has mastered it perfectly as well as Diaz and Doug L.
I think Tom has got to box here if he wants any, I don't know what he should do. Chance, that is the word. Is he going to head into the pits? He's not. He's going to stay out and try defend that P4 from the drivers behind.
Doug L into the pit lane as well as the main gamer, so Doug's got no time penalty, so he's trying to look to push past.
So, the driver we said that could be on the podium here today has pit, and he is going to be... He's on the intermediates! What's going on? What? What?
Wait, what?
Days Frank is on the intermediates with 4 laps of racing to go. I have no idea what strategy that is, but that is what you call a Ferrari strategy. I have no words. I don't know what to say, to be honest.
I thought there was like something completely like wrong with your game. I was like, there's nobody's put on enters, and as soon as I flick to him, I just see enters on his... Unless that's he accidentally clicked on the enters, or else I don't know.
Unless there is some rain. Unless we do not know. It looks a bit overcast. Is there going to be any rain in the closing laps?
I doubt it.
It does look overcast though.
I mean, if there is rain, that's a masterclass, in my opinion.
I don't think he would have done it for no reason though, unless he goes back into the pits because he's done the wrong decision.
This could be the problem. He might not have a chance to go back into the pits if the safety car's in this lap, but it probably will go another lap.
See, I think he's done that for a valid reason here. I think there is going to be some rain. I personally think there's going to be rain. But it might not.
But there's not even any droplets on any part of the tracks. The sky isn't actually that great. It's still more white right now, so I don't think there will... If there's going to be any rain, it's probably just going to be a couple of droplets at the end, but we'll have to see if he pits, so... Just watch us on board to see what he does.
Yeah. We'll stay on board with Days Frank. So he doesn't go into the pits. He doesn't go into the pits.
He's got no time penalties though, so I have no idea what...
There could be rain here. I think there's going to be rain. The safety car will go around one more time. I
just don't think there's going to be any rain. There might be rain if there's like an extra 10 laps left. There probably will be rain. But for the time being, I just doubt it. Like there hasn't been... Wait. I think I saw... I'm looking on broadcast feed. There doesn't look to be any signs of rain right now.
We don't have any type of telemetry for any shades of rain, but it does look like it's going a bit more overcast here at Albert Park. I'm not completely sure this is the correct decision, but I'm not completely sure this is the wrong decision. I'm a bit in the middle here.
Also, if it does start to rain, the track's not gonna just go into a wet track that suits intermediate straight away. It's gonna take time to dampen, and there still probably will be a dry line at the start, but we'll have to wait and see.
There's rain. There's rain.
Oh,
I see rain. There's rain. There's rain.
If this safety car maybe stays out
This
another
is a
lap, there's gonna be a
masterclass.
chance.
If Days Frank wins this race, it's got to go down in history. It's got to go down in history. It's. Oh my god.
But the track's still very
2 laps
dry
of
right
racing
now.
left, but can he?
He needs to pray that the rain pours down.
What a dramatic ending this will be. Oh my god.
And these drivers on the softs need to get extra careful though because of the rain. They could lose the car. And Days could. But I think lap 29 is probably the only lap that's going to gain time, I think. That's if the rain keeps like it is now. We'll have to wait and see. He hasn't got the best restart there to get close. There's a driver pitting. That's MJ Ryan in the pit lane. I think he's going to maybe risk it.
I don't know why he's going in the pits with 2 laps left.
I know, but he's got really nothing to lose right now.
He's going on the inters.
Nothing
I tell
to lose
you what,
right now.
Days Frank could be in contention for the win here. He's got no penalties.
That's the thing, he had everything to lose. He had no penalties.
Oh, he's been rear-ended!
Who has?
Days Frank nearly was spun round there by Doug. And then Game Up makes the move on Doug there. I don't know if Doug has any wing damage there, but there was definitely contact into turn 3.
These softs look like they're struggling right now. And there looks to be more rain on the track right now, but the meme gamer's looking to get past Brownie Wills quite close to Vince right now, but I think he's close enough.
No contact, lads, no contact. He's going to make the move down here into turn number 18, I'm going to assume.
Liam's had a moment there, so he's clearly struggling in these conditions right now.
Brownie does make the move past Vince.
The meme gamer going past Days Frank.
Just look very wet out there.
It might not look as wet from our screens, but from a racing point of view, from their perspective, it could be starting to struggle. They could start to struggle now.
So the penultimate lap.
The meme gamer sends one down the inside at turn 1, Liam's one. Got a 3-second time penalty.
He's going to make the move on Days Frank here on the intermediates. And he does, going down to turn 3. Oh, and he goes back at him. Wheel to wheel. Through to turn 4 then. Or he just back out, Liam does back out there. So, Canucks fan is low in battery there, and it's lagging like crazy from my perspective.
It is on Days Frank's point of view, it is lagging like a lot right now, but I think Days Frank is gaining on these. Oh, he's hit the wall. Oh, there seems to be a lot of rain on the track now. If you go on an onboard camera, Days Frank's probably going to look to make the move on Canucks fan. He's tucked the inside line. This is where the intermediates go into play, and that's a good move. Canucks fan backs out of it.
It does look very wet here in Albert Park.
The rain is pouring down.
Oh my god.
Days Frank needs to put in the last lap of his life. That's Canucks fan who's took the inside line.
And Liam's out.
It looks to be very wet now. These drivers are struggling right now, so Days Frank needs to really make the most of this if he wants to get second place or maybe even third place.
So the gap is 8.4 seconds coming onto the last lap. He's not in any penalty gap right now, so he is going to stay in his position, I think.
Brandon's struggling there. He's had a bit of a snap out of turn 2, so these drivers are really struggling now. Brownie is trying to get 3 seconds on Vince, who's on the 13-lap-old soft tires that are really worn and torn right now, so he needs to just try keep it on the track. The meme gamer's looking to get past Brandon. He doesn't exactly need to because he's got no time penalties.
So, Vince, I think, might be the race winner now. Coming to the last sector, on the last lap here. What a drive from the Alpine driver. I hope I've not given him the commentator's curse for the win, but he's got 3 more corners to go. 4 more corners to go, sorry. And he is the silver tier winner at Australia. So the Meme Gamer is going to be on the podium as well. No, he's going to be second. What a performance from the Williams as well.
It looks all out of contention for the Meme Gamer. He pulled it back in with some great strategy choices, but it looks to be Bronier. He's going to across the line first, but here's your real winner, Vince. He takes the line. He takes first place. The Meme Gamer in second. Bronier's third. So we'll see how it plays out right now. Brendan's fourth. Tom fifth. So the real question is, where's Dave's Frank gonna finish? If he finishes above, so he stays sixth. That might not have been the best choice, but if there had been an extra lap on the safety car, then he definitely could have got to gain more time and positions at the very end there. But it was really worth a shot there. If he had gained loads of positions and finished on the podium there, we all would have been left there shocked and. A great call.
That was less dramatic than we thought, KFC, but it was still a great race.
It's been a pleasure to commentate and watch this along with all the people who took their time to tune in and watch it live alongside with us to feel the drama that we've had to witness here with safety cars, strategy calls, wet weather at the end, damage and basically racing.
Well, we now have a first Silver Tier Season 2 winner, and that is Vince in the Alpine. Well, what a performance. And the Williams of Meme Gamer has come home in P2 with Borneo on the last step of the podium. Well, what a podium that was, and what a race that was. KFC, do you have any more to say about this race?
I think we've all summed it up, but I wonder who do you think would be the driver of the day if you had to choose one?
I think Vince was very dominant, but I think it would have been a different race if John Marcovelli wasn't disqualified. I think Brendan and Tom both raced well, but I'm saying Vince. I have to say Vince. He was very dominant.
Yeah, the first winner, no penalties, kept it clean all race, and it all worked out for him at the end. He's got the win in the bag. Hopefully the first win of many, so let's hope this run continues and we have more great racing from Silver Tier.
Indeed, KFC. What a race that was. So fastest lap does go to the Hash driver of AM, who did DNF, so he won't get that point, unfortunately.
So who would the next fastest lap be? I think it might be Vince. Oh no, it is. Is it Vince? I think it might be Vince. Yeah, so Vince is. Would you need to screenshot results, or should be okay?
I've just screenshotted them, yeah.
That's nice.
Alright. Well, thank you for everyone for tuning into the stream today. I hope you guys enjoyed the race. If you do want to join the Discord, go over to www.f1racingleague.com and you'll be able to join through the Discord, well, through the link on the socials page. Thank you for everyone for racing today and everything like that. Casey, you got anything more to say?
Just thanks all for tuning in, and hopefully you enjoyed the race today, and there should be many more to come. We've got, I think it's 12 races this in season 2, so 12 good races to look forward to, and anything can happen a day away, and that's why we call it all or nothing. So these drivers are at their best right now. Whenever they join this lobby, they've got their eyes on one prize, and that's the win.
We will be back tomorrow at 7 o'clock for the gold tier race. Well, that will be a crazy race, but we'll have to wait and see what happens tomorrow at 7 o'clock. So I'll see you all then if I'm on comms. I don't know if I'm on comms, but we'll see you all tomorrow. Take care all. Goodbye.